Hello everybody, welcome back to the James Lawrence Allcott channel, walking away from Argentina against Poland. Argentina, of course, after that Saudi Arabia defeat, have got back on their feet, figured it out, and now look very, very strong. I was thinking I could give you a tactical thing on the game, and I could do that a little bit, but what I've really got to talk about are the things that I learned about watching Lionel Messi for the first time. It's the first time I've ever been able to watch him live, and I'll be honest, I was just focusing on him, especially in the first half. So what did we learn? First thing I learned is that he is not interested really in the ball. He's interested in the space. The second thing, let's talk about them together, he just walks. He literally just walks the whole game. And it's just, well, the third thing, he's on a higher plane. He's sort of thinking about when. That's the fourth thing. He's thinking about when is this all going to come together? When am I going to pounce? And it's amazing to watch. If he didn't have the credit in the bank of the genius that he's had for such a long time, then I think you'd be a little bit nervous about him. But he's such a genius. He's so special that you allow him to do it. I think the other reason why people do that as well is because he is looking to affect the game in the second half. He's not bothered about the first half. I think he doesn't feel like he's got the legs or the zip to do it as much as he would like to for an entire game. He's always involved, but it's when he wants. And if you want to find Messi, look away from the ball. Look away from the ball. It was so fascinating watching him, because he's not all action. I watched Ronaldo the day before. Ronaldo works harder. I will say it on this channel. You guys know I'm a Messi guy. But watching it's one of those where you kind of nearly getting frustrated with the guy, but you know he's a genius. And when he does step into it, every time he gets the ball, he creates a bit of an impact. He's 3 steps ahead. Another thing I learned, he has lost a yard. He really, really has lost a yard. Hasn't got that ability to drive away from players as much as he used to. But there was a moment in the first half where he got the ball and he nearly sent about 4 players off for a cup of tea. And me and Seb, the guy I was watching it with, we both were nearly had an orgasm, essentially. We nearly climaxed, because he's still got that wonderment in him. He is so exciting. Yes, we talk about him differently, and if it was someone else, we'd be starting to get a bit annoyed. But what's also interesting, another thing that I've learned, is that he's a bit of a ghost, right? And because he's a bit of a ghost, that affects the rest of the team. I think previously it's been on his shoulders, right? Now, the other 10 players sort of get on with the game. And I've got to say, as we said, that first game wasn't great. And this one, it could have gone pretty badly for them if they didn't get that early goal. A bit like England, it obviously made a difference because Lionel Messi, of course, misses a penalty. That's another thing I've probably learned, that maybe, just maybe, Lionel Messi shouldn't be taking the penalties. I don't know, I just feel like it was a good save, but... And it's Lionel Messi, of course he's probably got to take it, but he has missed a few over the years now, hasn't he? But as I say, he is a ghost. He stays away from the ball. Generally, you would go, okay, where is he? How do we get in the ball? Obviously, it's been discussed that he's not going to do that like he normally does. So the rest of the team have to get on with it. And this Argentinian side have got some really, really strong midfielders. So they pop the ball about, they keep the ball, they create. Angel Di Maria looks like he's got a nice amount of energy, only lasted 60 minutes today. Alvarez looks like a really exciting player. And I'll tell you what, the new Messi, he's never going to be Messi, but the new Messi in this side is McAllister. He is so well-rounded. He will be going to a top 6 club in the next 18 months, because for Brighton, he sits back and pops it about, defensive midfielder, playmaker. In this side, he's an attacking player who's able to dribble with the ball, he can play out wide as well. He's something really, really impressive. And as I say, it's about that 10 and then Messi as well. He still had those moments. He still had a Zu and an R in. He nearly got himself a goal. But he is a different Messi. Is he enough to take this team where they want to get to? I'm not sure. Something's missing, but the balance of this team is so much better. The centre-backs look pretty strong as well. And overall, job done for Argentina. It was pretty awesome to watch him, I've got to be honest. And the final thing is just how deep he drops and how that creates overloads for the whole team, I guess. Allows them to control the game quite well, but also have all those runners, because when he does get the ball, he loves this switch over to the left-hand side, picking it up on the right-hand side and making that switch of a pass, and he does it with such ease. On a technical level, he is still just unrivaled. The fitness isn't there, the pace isn't there, and he is just being a little bit more careful with how he does it. But it was still an absolute joy to watch him. I absolutely loved it. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. We'll be back very soon, of course. Hope you enjoyed it. I did. See you next time.